everyone, welcome to the next lecture of Theory of Computation. In this lecture, we will be studying about other two pillars of Theory of Computation. Alright, so let's get started. Here we have seen in the last video, there are three pillars of Theory of Computation. First one is language, second one is automata, and the third one is grammar. Okay, so in today's session, we will discuss about the automata and grammar. Okay. So the second pillar was automata. What do you mean by automata? It is nothing but a mathematical model, or we can say it is a machine which designs different languages. The other names, if I can say, the other two or three names by which we identify a particular automata in computer science field is like recognizer, acceptor, or transducer. So an automata basically understands a set of words or strings and reject others. Now the question arises, where we use automata? So the application of automata theory in computer science is in the designing of lexical analyzer, which is a part of a compiler. Okay, so it is, as I have mentioned, it is nothing but a mathematical model or a machine. Here we see different kinds of automata in theory of computation. The first one is finite automata, second one is push-down automata, third is linear bounded automata, and the fourth one is Turing machine. Now our next pillar is grammar. Okay, so the third pillar of theory of computation is grammar. A grammar is defined as quadruple G. Okay, here V denotes variable, T denotes terminal, P denote as production rule, and S is for start symbol. Okay, here is an example for a particular grammar as A as B or epsilon. This is an example of grammar. How we will produce a particular language or a particular string by using these rules, we will explain in our further lectures. Now we will move to our next topic, that is finite state machine. It is also known as finite automata, and this finite automata is further divided into two broad categories. The first one being finite automata with output, and the second one is finite automata without output. Now we have again two categories in FE with output. First one is Moore machine and the second one is Mealy machine. The first one is Moore machine. If I describe Moore machine, so an automata in which the output depends only on the states of the machine is called a Moore machine, in which basically our output depends only on the states of a particular machine is known as what? Moore machine. And the second one is Mealy machine, in which the output depends on the state and the input at any instant of time is called a Mealy machine. Now the other category is FE without output. This is in which here we have three categories: deterministic finite automata, that is DFA, non-deterministic finite automata, that is NFA or NDFA, and the third one is epsilon NFA or epsilon non-deterministic finite automata. This is all about categorization of finite automata. In our next lecture, we will focus on deterministic finite automata and we will take some example in the following lectures, which will make more clear to us. So, thank you for watching. See you in the next lecture.